Redditors who post nudes of themselves on the internet, do you ever worry about being caught? If this has happened to you, what was the aftermath? All I've done is post my *NIS. I told some of my friends that I did it and a few of them actually went and looked. The picture was taken in a way I wouldn't be easily identifiable. Nice *CK bro. I was 15 and took part in a naked longboarding run to impress an older girl. Didn't know that there'd be photographers from the media covering the event, but I did it anyway. It's been about a decade and a half since then, but if you Google my uncommon name and filter through social media results, you'll see my uncensored underage *NIS with a bunch of other naked dudes bombing down this hill. A friend of mine once mentioned it, but has a bit weird and spends his time googling people anyway. You can have the Google search results removed due to privacy if you want and it bothers you, or probably taken down if it's underage. If it's not used in a sexual manner it's actually okay. Why pictures of naked babies aren't considered PRN? I didn't post them myself, but my phone got stolen and was linked to my Facebook account. So whoever stole it posted nudes and kinky pictures to my profile. I woke up to my roommate banging on my door because my ducking uncle saw them on Facebook and called my mom who called my roommate. It was not a good day. I will say my mom and stepdad were awesome about it. Didn't shame me and just asked if I wanted them to come to my city and take care of me. I was enraged that someone did that on top of stealing my phone. I used the Find My iPhone app to track it within a couple blocks radius and knocked on doors with no success on a rainy day. Ended up destroying my umbrella in a fit of rage. The pictures were flagged and removed from Facebook before I woke up, but they were obscene and definitely not images I wanted my extended family to see. That's just ducked up. Stealing your phone isn't enough. They had to very publicly humiliate you too. I would have reported them to the police. Probably could get them with a few charges and you know exactly where your phone is, so you could definitely get it back. Edit. So many comments and upvotes. I'm unable to answer you all. Many of you are telling stories of how you were unable to get stolen property back, and I feel sorry for you all. I have only heard a few of these stories from family/friends, so they may have just been really lucky, but it truly is a shame that you can't always get your things back. For anyone who cannot get their things back, always shut down these phones/laptops so they essentially become bricks. If you can't have it, don't let anyone else. She said she tracked it within a few blocks. The police are not knocking on a few blocks worth of doors to ask about someone's phone, and even if they did, a no would immediately send them to the next door. Find My iPhone pings your phone down to its exact location. You can also set off an alarm as well as lock the phone and erase all of the data. Edit. It gives me an exact location when I use it. I do worry about my parents finding out, but I'm mostly worried about my boss seeing. I don't think I could look him in the eyes again lol. Might get a raise too. Something would rise for sure. I was terrified when I first started, then got so lax to the point where I would check my DMs while I was on campus. It made me so mad when people would try to guess who I was. No one ever got it right, but a lot of people seemed like they were trying to guess under the premise of blackmail. Just enjoy the nudes. Don't be a duck and ruin it for all parties. I never understood that. Like even if you get it right you're only gonna scare the girl into not posting more nudes. Then no one is having fun. Just be grateful lol. Probably hoping they can scare them into some duckery. I think Shia LaBeouf has proven that if you give someone with some spare time one piece of information, they will dedicate hours of their life to finding out more for the sheer joy of being right. Some people will be creeping, but guaranteed a lot of it will be for the sheer challenge, without malice or forethought. Have found at least 3 of my friends, all M2, posting nudes on Reddit. I haven't told any of them ever, but I don't think they care. Edit. For those of you asking, I was perusing my local Gone Wild and R4R subs when I saw them. Just be a bro and comment nice *CK. Never said I didn't do that. A true friend. Right? If men can't check out other men, why am I even living? You got a nice *CK. That's all jokes. Maybe I might start shaving a landing strip too. I was super depressed in 2018. So I made a Pornhub account and uploaded pics and videos. I didn't make anything. I liked the attention I got from men. It was a nice distraction. Someone messaged me on there wanting to pay for a own personal video. But they wanted to know I was real and wasn't going to scam them. So they asked for my Instagram. I gave it to them because my real name isn't on there. I follow less than 50 accounts. I never use it. And there's no pictures of me on it. They must have looked at my friends list, found my friend's account, used that to use their Facebook account, and then found mine somehow. A couple days later I got a SC friend request and the person messaged me saying hi. I said hi back, and then they sent screenshots of my nudes and my family's FB account and said if I don't do as they said, they'd send my nudes to my family. Out of fear, I played along for the night. I was supposed to do something the next morning or else they'd get sent. But I didn't do it. I don't know if they even sent the things to my family. Maybe they did, but none of them wanted to say hey, I got your nude sent to me. 2 years later I still sometimes get scared that whoever that person was will just randomly send my nudes out. Also, they had me do some weird, gross things. First I had to take a full naked photo, face included. Then I had to eat food off the ground, split it out, then eat it again. It was disgusting, and I wish nothing but pain onto that person. But when you're 18, and in that situation, you want to do anything to save your butt from being exposed, literally. Wow, what a C***NT. I feel like a lot of guys don't comprehend that the people they torment online are real and have actual lives. Sorry you had to go through that, and I hope you're doing better. I actually got caught by my mother once. She just said to be careful and that I shouldn't do that. She was mostly worried about me than mad or anything else. Everyone in this thread has such understanding parents. I'm 26 and sometimes I wonder if the reason I post nudes at all is because I was constantly shamed for having any single sexual thought as a kid, and still am. For duck's sake. When my parents found out my sister was having sex at 16, an age where it's normal to want to explore. But my parents were so controlling. They labeled one piece of silverware, a plate, a cup, etc. and didn't let her share anything with us. We all ate dinner together, and they made her eat at a table in a different room because they didn't want her to give the rest of us STDs, and also to shame the duck out of her. Literally. Edit. My parents emotionally abused me and my 2 sisters. Amma, lol, just kidding. But also I have a lot of stories much more outlandish than this one. Close bracket. Were you Mormon? I laughed, but holy duck, that's some scholar level. Handmaid tale type shut. LMAO, I laugh about it. Too. In therapy and with my sisters. Not Mormon. I'm half Lao. So my dad is technically Buddhist, goes to temple to socialize, but not much else, and my mom is agnostic, though she grew up Southern Baptist. The real problem is that my mom is just a crazy narcissistic controlling duck, and still is. I just live too far away and have established too many boundaries to care anymore. Sometimes I forget that there are many people who weren't constantly emotionally abused as children. Lol. I'm not worried if my friends find it, but I'm worried my patients would find my videos. It would make saying say are a little awkward. Alright. The story I've never told. I used to play a text-based game online. It was small. Around 150 active players. It was a community-style game with guilds and had chat rooms. So once I was talking to another player, and for some reason he smooth talked me into sending him T***TS. It wasn't even like a seduction. More of a dare. Years go by, and I'm talking to someone in the game, and I let slip my real name. He's like, wait, you're Anna? As in the redhead with big T***TS Anna? Turns out the guy I sent the pic to had gotten most girls in the game to send pics. There was a folder some of the players shared the nudes on. For some reason he saved my pic under my real name, not my username. Soon it went around that I was in a slightly awkward since my husband now played the game, started the game when I was 18 and not married. I find the guy who collected the pics rather scuzzy, but I also don't feel embarrassed or ashamed. It was a good pic, and I sent it willingly. It's been almost 20 years, and I'm still not a politician or public figure, so I suppose there's no issues there. I doubt it still exists still, but if it does I'd love a copy. Kinda want to know what game it is, because I miss text-based adventures. Used to post videos of myself jerking off on Stube, with face and general location, state I live in. Being single, gay, and living in a state with a low population. I was hoping someone local would see it and be interested. I was also a local musician, and one time, when I was at a show, a security guard who I had seen around before came up to me while the music was playing and whispered in my ear that he had seen my videos, thought I was hot, and asked if I wanted to go make out in the back. I was completely caught off guard and shocked as I didn't think it was possible for my worlds to collide like that. All I managed to respond was sure, and we did. I later added him on Facebook and found out he had a wife and kids. Definitely was not expecting that. I hope you weren't caught on guard. Hey, I saw you online like on Facebook. Nowhere then, r/butcherpies. It was a long weekend. Haha. They'd have to be pretty familiar already if they recognized someone's gaping hole. I'd recognize my goddamn missing Sharpie. Used to post on Pornhub and make vids for the duck of it. Been recognized on like 2 dating sites, which was anxiety inducing. Also my ex-BF and his friend found my account, which I kind of forgot about, and he was kind of bummed about. He let it go, but it was used against me a couple of times, so that sucked. A reminder to not use the same username for any accounts, especially PH-lol. I wonder how many people just looked up mratermnus_ on PH. It'll do it for the culture. Any results? No. If people found me attractive enough to even want to look at me nude online, I'd call that a win. You a snack bro. My coworker told me that a few weeks ago after I got new girl butts, and it was nice. Your coworker told you that you're a snack? Yes. I used to post/sell nude photos and videos of me from 1998 to 2002 or so. We were extremely poor and lots of horny men were willing to pay me to play on cam, send them photos, etc. In 2002, a coworker of mine asked me to go to lunch with him one day. At lunch he told me he'd been to a party and he and a bunch of other guys were looking at PRN and saw a photo of me sucking myself. He was a closeted gay man who was very involved in his local church, so he wasn't about to share what he found/how he found it, which was good, because it would have ruined my life at the time. Only thing he did was proposition me, but I politely declined. That was the end of it, thankfully. Sucking yourself? As in sucking your own duck? I do, not under this username. I'm a woman working in a professional role. There's no chance my parents would find them. I keep my face out of most of them. My friends won't care, and what's some guy from work who recognizes me going to do? Go 2 hours and say I was looking at PRN subreddits and saw Spike clearly in her own house and not representing her work. It's fun. It makes me feel good. Eater, while I appreciate the concern about my job, future relationships, immortal soul, etc., I'm a grown up. And yes, I have considered these points long before you showed up to try and point them out to me today. I still did it. I'm not going to elaborate on my individual circumstances or my cost/benefit *KLYSIS. Eater 2, please don't waste your time DMing me. I won't be telling you my username or what subs I post in. I'm actually thinking of making an alt account to do so. But then if someone finds that alt account and finds out who I'm IRL, well, I hope they're impressed, because I certainly have nothing to be ashamed of. Edit. Well, the comments are expected. I wonder how many people don't realize I'm a guy, though. HMM. Close bracket. If you want to do it anonymously, then just keep your face out and blur identifying features like birthmarks and tattoos. P. I used to sext with my crazy ex and keeping my face out of it. She still sent screenshots of the convos and the nudes to my parents and they definitely knew it was me. Well, you were sexting. Posting images online anonymously without any identifiable characteristics is a little different than screenshots of nudes being sent specifically from a person you are dating to someone you know. Oh no. Someone at work might see my duck and I'll have to find a new minimum wage job that I hate coming to every day. Day 187 of new job. I grow tired of this work and of management and have decided it is time to show them all my duck so that I may move on to my next minimum wage job that I will hustle. I'd buy that book. An ex of mine took sexual recordings of me without my consent and posted them online. I saw the videos saved on his computer and he confessed after breaking up that he posted them but refused to tell me where. I'm terrified of my family and / or patients finding them edit, so I just woke up and holy shit. Thank you all for all of the support. It honestly means so much. I said in one of the comments that I wouldn't report due to blackmail, and I'm sorry to disappoint but this still stands. In short, he would and has threatened to out my sexuality to my family, which would 100% lead to me being disowned and pushed out. Something I'm not financially or emotionally ready for. I honestly appreciate all the advice and love you all, and I hope one day I'll be ready to do something about this. And hopefully it won't be too late. Does he know that if you file a police complaint and they decide to do a deep dive on his system, everything on it becomes fair game? Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you want more videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. You are helping me a lot. Thanks again.